Well, Ohimai is standing by. Time for Kakaaki Socials. What's trending?
What are Nigerians saying?
About the presentation of the 2019 budget? Is it part of the content? Good morning.
Good morning, Sally. Good morning, Shola.
Okay,
good morning, Nigerians, and welcome to Kakaaki Social. On this segment of the show, we spotlight the issues shaping conversations in the Nigerian social media. I am Ohimai Amaize, your anchor on this segment. So what's trending this morning? Budget brouhaha. There was a lot of drama yesterday at the National Assembly as President Muhammadu Buhari presented the 2019 budget. It was a lot of drama we saw yesterday in the floor of the National Assembly as lawmakers jeered and cheered and booed the president at some point while he was making his presentation. But first, let's take a look at how the president arrived yesterday. His new media aide, Bashir Ahmad, tweeted and said, "My phone camera just captured this 10-second video, the arrival of President Buhari at the National Assembly to present the budget 2019 to the joint session of the Assembly. Say Baba, say Baba, say Baba." Let's take a look at that moment of glory that heralded the president's arrival yesterday at the National Assembly. Let's take a look. Okay, and it was also boos and jeers and cheers yesterday at the National Assembly. So our reporters filing the report that captured that moment said, "No, lies. Buhari booed by lawmakers while presenting appropriation bill. The shout was loudest when he said the economy has recovered from recession and that Boko Haram had been degraded in the northeast." Well, let's take a look at a video that captured some of that dramatic moment of the lawmakers disrupting the president's presentation yesterday. Let's take a look.
The economy has recovered from recession. And we had 6 quarters of growth since then. We have done more work with less resources in agriculture, infrastructure, and social investments. We have built better understanding between the federal government and the state on non-partisan fault lines, in particular intervening several times to support states to meet their obligations, including the payment of salaries and pensions. Sustained development is difficult, if not impossible, in an atmosphere of insecurity and poor governance. We have therefore made strenuous and successful efforts to overcome the insurgency in the northeast and to resolve intercommunal misunderstandings. The federal government has also sustained its efforts in fight against corruption and improve public relations management. Which corruption? And its efforts.
You could hear chants of grass cutter, which corruption yesterday. But again, there was one moment during that interruption where President Buhari looked up into the crowd like, "Senator Dino Melaye, is that you? Shehu Sani, is that you? If I catch you." You know that look on a headmaster's face when some student makes some crazy noise in the assembly? Let's take a look at Lemon Onoja tweeting, shared that video with us, and he captured it and said, "I don't blame you, I blame civilian rule." Let's take a look at that moment.
Elected Boni Bridge to connect these long separated communities. Not true, it's not correct. That in the southeast, it's not correct. In the southeast, a critical section of Umania linking Oka to Onitsha a stretch of 18 kilometers.
Okay, in my mind, I felt like it was like, Shebi, you will come to the villa. You will see what I'll do to you. Okay, now let's take a look at the comments of Nigerians. Demola Riwaju tweeting said, Buhari has just felt what it is like to be an unpopular president presenting his last budget. Booed and jeered in the red chambers. It is a befitting end to an inglorious tenure and a proper send-off to mark 4 years of back-to-back failure. Hashtag Back to Dara 2019 is a reality. Demola Riwaju tweeting there from Emeka Nadozie, tweeting at CH Nadozie. Lawmakers booed Buhari today. His popularity has waned. The handwriting on the wall is very clear. It is time up. Nigerians are tired. Buhari must go. Freedom comes by struggle. And then we saw more comments yesterday from Twitter user Onyema Donald. We understand why lawmakers were booing Buhari. In fact, we expected it. Buhari has blocked all their means of stealing from Nigeria. Hashtag Budget 2019. And from Sheikh Husani, the budget presentation was a theater of the absurd. One side of the opera occupied by the oleaginous and obsequious choristers craving for the attention of Mr. President, cheering even a sip of water, and the other occupied by unruly bands of impudent hecklers and discourteous objectors. Quite a mouthful from Senator Sheikh Husani. Musadika Z tweeting said, National Assembly lawmakers can boo President Buhari, but at least they can't call him a thief. From AS Aroa tweeting there, and from Mr. Anowai, this is the Enugu-Onisha road that Buhari lied that he has completed. Tell me why they wouldn't have booed him with such lies. He further said that the second Niger bridge will be commissioned middle of next year. Easterners know that this is a fat lie. Hashtag Budget 2019, hashtag Budget of Lies. From May Ubeku tweeting at Maybex, Buhari was booed today while he presented the 2019 budget. That is more like it. We must demand more from our public office holders. No room for sycophancy. Hashtag Budget 2019, hashtag Kick Buhari out. From May Ubeku tweeting there, from Kozim Bakare, Buhari after the presentation of the budget. Hello, Ibrahim. Did you see all those senators that booed me today? EFCC chairman. Yes, sir. Buhari, make sure they all become corrupt by tomorrow. Arrest every one of them and frame them up like SARS does to innocent youths. Kazim Bakari tweeting there yesterday. And then we take a look at from Abubakar Siddiq Usman tweeting at Mr. Abu Siddiq. The 8th National Assembly has shown today that they are a bunch of touts and a disgrace to the country. Hashtag next level budget. Reactions of Nigerians yesterday to the drama we witnessed at the National Assembly. Madi tweeting at I am 10-7. If the President of the United States POTUS can be booed and heckled during speech to US Congress, who is President Buhari that can't be booed by members of NAS? It is high time some of you stop treating Buhari like a god. Buhari can be booed. Buhari can be heckled. This is a democracy for Pete's sake. From Ion 10-7 tweeting yesterday. And then yesterday also, the president, according to the Punch reporter we are seeing right now, was actually whisked out of the National Assembly, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the Senate President were unable to actually even make their presentation because of the confusion and the chaos that attended the president's presentation of the 2019 budget. Let's take a look at this video that captures the moment the president left the scene. Okay, Nigeria's unemployment crisis has worsened. It has gone from fry pan to fire. As yesterday, the MBS released a new report about the figures, the unemployment figures in Nigeria, breaking from 17.6 million unemployed Nigerians rise to 20.9 million. Yesterday, the MBS latest report showing that at least 3 million jobs were lost within the space of just 9 months within the past 1 year. According to the data made by the available by the MBS, we now have about 20.9 million Nigerians who are out of job. Let's take a look at how Nigerians are reacting to this development in the social media. The latest MBS report on jobs from Tower 89 tweeting said, a president that 3.3 million of his citizens lost their jobs in 1 year, 2017 to 2018, shouldn't even be putting himself up for re-election. Buhari, 3.3 million of your people lost their jobs in 1 year. Under your watch, you have failed. Go home, sir, please. From Tower 89, tweeting yesterday. Let's take a look at more reactions from Nigerians. 3 million jobs lost under a space of 9 months. Farouk Berugi tweeting said, hats off to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics for guarding its independence and freezing off attempts by the Buhari regime to bludgeon it into making up false statistics to make PNB look good. Buhari has failed Nigerians. He would only get worse if given a second term. Farouk Berugi tweeting there. Let's take a look at more reactions yesterday from Nigerians. Uju Collins tweeting said, I honestly find it difficult to believe this figure. Let's be factual. If 20.9 million people are out of work, there will be anarchy like never seen before. Robbery, theft, forgery, and several ills will plague society. This figure is total BS. My opinion from Uju Collins, I pray we don't actually begin to see chaos before you believe that 20.9 million Nigerians are actually out of their jobs. Ogbeni Dikpo tweeting said, one of my friends, a Buhari supporter, just called me. I said, have you seen the latest unemployment figures? It is over 23%. He said, Dikpo, calm down. Nigeria has always been like that. Okay. And then more comments yesterday. Artisonet tweeting said, APC will still blame PDP for this, just as they blame PDP for their inability to form a cabinet as soon as possible. They are still playing the blame game, even when their prolific strikers like Aisha Buhari and Fashola are good at scoring own goals. From Atishinde and Demi tweeting yesterday. Still in the spirit of unemployment and the chaotic situation that Nigerians are witnessing on a daily basis, the BBC did a report on a homeless Nigerian graduate who lives under the bridges in Lagos. It's quite a touching video. We'll take a look at this video now and a few comments that follow. Let's take a look.
To live under the bridge, my spirit dislike it, but I have no option. I came to Lagos to look for a greener pasture. My name is Godwin. I'm 23 years old. You know, I live on the street. I'll be a jobless guy. I'll be walking around the street, sleeping under the bridge. The first 40 or 50,000 naira that I work, you know, I try to rent a house, but and I see that there's difference between where I am staying and Lagos, because now in Lagos now, if you want to rent a single room, if you don't have like 200 stroke 150,000 naira, you will get it. When I was in my final year, I used to hear there's money in Lagos, there's work in Lagos. My aim is to come and work. I don't even think about living a life under the bridge. The little I'm doing now is for me just to, you know, load the passenger in the garage. When the motor is filled up, you know, if there's 15 naira, 100 naira, the driver will give us. So we have been doing that so many times, like 4 months now, in order to sustain myself.
Boko Haram, Naim, pursue us come Lagos. Kuma na zo na samu a yanayin garin sai da manage. Muna under bridge, muna dan attachment, muna kamin nan aiki, wani aiki ya zo mu samu muma. Ba wai mun ce rayuwar mu haka ne zai kasance a under bridge, no. Mu taimaka mu ma mu koma gida mu je mu yi abun da ya kamata.
I've been sleeping here over 40 years. A Marwa jammed me. So the Marwa, he ran away. I'm not feeling fine.
I'm feeling hungry. I think I should go for my breakfast. So it's like there's a woman selling food there. Maybe our food is ready. So let's go. What did they? Semo fufu. So this is where I used to get food every evening if I come from the work. I just like their food here because it used to sustain me to the next money. So how much am I collecting? How many meat you put now? One? How much am I collecting? 350. No, okay. I miss my mom's food because there's different now. My mom know that any soup that have water, I don't like it. But as you can see this now, there are a lot of water there. I have no option than to eat it. I'm not with my parents, I'm alone. Anything I do here, I bear the risk by myself. I thought about going back to my state. My mom was okay. My son is back. What did he come for us from Lagos? The only happiest moment that I used to have is when I go to the football house to watch Mayu ball, because Mayu is my best club. I like read the Bible. This is where I used to keep it in case if I want to read. The name of the church that I'm attending is No Winners. Nobody will disturb you, nobody will tackle you, because this place is very peaceful. So that's why I choose this place. I don't see myself living this kind of life forever. If God said this is the way I'm going to live forever, so be it.
A very touching video there, and many millions more of Nigerians are living in far more difficult situations than the video you have just watched. We hope our leaders are watching and they are touched to beginning to do more things for the people of this country. Onyeke tweeting said, the painful thing is that these guys are ready to work. I mean, any type of work, but the system has failed them. And then we'll take a look at another tweet from Dami_Kels. I legit cried after watching this. The food sustains him till the next day. Wow. And in the midst of everything, he still reads his Bible and goes to church. So sad, heartbroken. Mexico tweeting said, the tears have filled my eyes. Oh God, may I never be poor. Forgive me if I'm not grateful enough. What bridge is this, please? Anyone? Where can one find them? From Mexico. From that issue, now we move on quickly to another issue that was trending yesterday. The immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, Air Chief Marshal Alex Bade, was assassinated on Tuesday on his way from his farm along the Abuja-Kefi Road. That issue generated quite some talk in the Nigerian social media. He was the most senior-ranking military officer in the immediate past government of former President Goodluck Jonathan. And to think that he was just assassinated just like that. But let's take a look at how Nigerians were reacting to this development in the social media as we draw to a close of Kakaaki Social this morning. The Nigerian president tweeting said, the president commiserates with the family of the late 4-star general, his friends and professional colleagues in the military, and the people and government of Adamawa State. In another tweet from the Nigerian president, he said, noting that the late Bade, who was also a former chief of air staff, attained professional fulfillment in his over 3 decades military career, President Buhari regrets that he fell victim to incidents of violent and fatal attacks on the nation's highways. And then also he said he directs security agencies to find the killers of the 15th Chief of Defense Staff and bring them to face the full force of the law, while ensuring greater security and safety for all users of the country's roads. And then we saw a tweet from Biola Kazim, a former CDS, shot and murdered like a commoner. Is frightening. Those who know Bade in the army say he shakes a room by his mere presence and shakes your hand so hard you will feel it. A real hard man, feared by all. Imagine what his lifeless pictures does to morale. Biola Kazim. Ibrahim Ado_tweeting. Alex Bade was no ordinary man. He was a 4-star general, air chief, and chief of defense staff. His assassination easily within the FCT perimeter is a serious security breach. Reno Mokri tweeting, ex-chief of defense staff Alex Bade, strong critic of the Buhari government, was just assassinated along Abuja-Kefi Road. This is a man who knew a lot about the inner workings of this government. His death must be investigated. It is too convenient. You may be next, from Reno Mokri tweeting, but Reno Mokri got a response immediately from Jubril A. Gawat tweeting and said that, at Mr. Jack said, at Reno Mokri calls Alex Bade a strong critic of government who knows the inner workings of this government. He died some minutes ago and you have already started using him for politics. Shaking my head. From Mr. Jacks there, replying Reno Mokri's tweet. And then from Ruveif tweeting, if Alex Bade, a former chief of defense staff and 4-star general, can be easily ambushed and killed just like that, then I don't even know again. Let's just vote God in the 2019 elections. Rovave tweeting yesterday. And then let's take a look at the tweet from the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. He said the killing of former Chief of Defense Staff Air Marshal Shabundu Alex Bade is a stark reminder of the state of insecurity in our land. May God grant strength and comfort to his family to bear this irreparable loss. Atiku Abubakar tweeting yesterday on the demise of Alex Bade, who was assassinated on Tuesday. Aisha Yusufu has a video to talk about this issue. She said, President Buhari, Alex Bade's death got me thinking of how the military were after Elvis Iyogurum for writing an article of Bade using helicopter to evacuate only his family when his town fell to Boko Haram. Today, your government is after Deji Adeonju. Let's take a look at this video from Aisha Yesufu as we wrap up this segment of Kakaki Social.
President Muhammadu Buhari, yesterday night, we heard of the gruesome murder of the former Chief of Defense Staff, Alex Bade. Life. And since then, it threw me into a state of utter shock. Not shock at death, because death is to be expected at any time, and it comes to anybody, anywhere, anytime. But just the way, the manner of the death, and the fact that just a few years ago, 4 years ago by this time, that same man was at the top helm of security matters in this country. And one of the things I remembered is the fact that Alex Bade once followed a young man called Elvis Iyonguru, who had written an article about the fact that when Alex Bade's town was attacked, where he said it was no big deal, he brought in helicopter and evacuated his own family and left the town, even though he was Chief of Defense Staff. Elvis Iyonguru was trying to say that, look, it doesn't matter where the person who is in power is from. What matters is the competence of that person and willingness to serve. The army were after Elvis Iyonguru, and he had to go into hiding. Elvis Iyonguru died on the 14th of October 2015. Yesterday, that same Alex Bade joined him.
Can we let the video complete, please? The video is almost done. Can we just let us finish her words?
It's something against you. Do the right thing. Mr. President, do the right thing.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching. On this note, we wrap up Kakaki Social this morning. Follow the conversation on all our social media platforms at Kakaki Social on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Kakaki Social on YouTube. I am Ohima Amaize, signing off now to Salamatu Anshola.